So one of the clients that I had was actually a great friend of mine, okay? She and I ended up being pregnant for most of the time together, and her son is about 3 months younger than my daughter. So I was coming off of some maternity leave when she was just going on, and I ended up taking over and kind of running things in her company for her while she took some time to be with Gavin. That company was Urban Referrals. So when I had stepped in and I had helped Marla with her maternity leave, right? She came back and she says, hey, she had relocated to Denver. She had lived here in DC. She had started it in DC. Everything was great. Then she had relocated away from the area and was trying to run the company from afar. And it was really starting to suffer because of that. And she recognized that. Still doing fine, but she asked if I wanted to buy the company. I said, are you kidding? I just started Steel Management. I don't want to buy your company. So she came back to me about a year later, with a much more reasonable proposal from a cost standpoint. And at that point, I wanted it was something that I was willing to entertain. Okay. So basically, Urban Referrals is a contractor referral company. Okay, it is an internet-based company where homeowners can submit their projects online, or they can give us a call, and we will match them with the best contractor for their project. So whether there's a renter or somebody that owns a rental, their primary residence, or it's a commercial business. We do a little bit of like commercial, and they just don't know what type of contractor to choose, or they're new to the area and they don't know where to go or where to turn. They can come to us. We have a network of contractors that we have vetted and that we work with on a regular basis, and that's whom we match them to. Okay. Urban Referrals. When she approached us about buying the business, we looked at the numbers. It was a well-established business. It had started in 2002. And so here we are in 2011, so it's had a great reputation. We looked at the numbers, we looked at how many customers she had in her database, how many projects she had submitted on a regular basis, or over the last couple of years. But that's really all of the due diligence that I did at the time. I wanted to see how many contractors that she had been working with and things like that. And then, I thought that it would be a good complement to the type of things that we were doing with Steel Management Group. And that, ultimately, it would be nice to have the added income. I was foolish in that I didn't really play the chess game in seeing how adding a whole new company to my circle of responsibilities what that would actually look like, or what that would actually mean. But the company cost $120,000 to buy. We borrowed a third of that we borrowed against my husband's 401k. We took out a 401k loan for it, and then we financed the rest, paying payments to Marla for the next 2 years. And we paid that out of the proceeds that we earned with the company. So ultimately, the company paid for itself, right? That's good. But the toll that it took with the added workload and then the other challenges that we faced was something that I don't think that we stopped to consider. How many folks here can name other ways in the marketplace for you to find a contractor? Quick, go. Home advice. Angie's List. Anybody else?
That's it.
No, there's one more. But I can't think of it.
Your homeowner's warranty.
Homeowner's warranty, right? So there's Home Advisor, there's Angie's List, there's Porch, there's House, there's there's
More than we thought.
Yelp.
Craigslist,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Craigslist. Oh God, help me.
Well, you can.
Oh,
Probably shouldn't.
you shouldn't, but yeah,
But you can.
But I mean, there's probably 8 or 10 viable businesses, and I got to tell you, Urban Referrals is here in the DMV area. We primarily Washington, Montgomery County, Northern Virginia. There's another very, very similar business. They had bought the same business plan, for goodness sake, way back when. That's in Alexandria. She primarily services the Northern Virginia area. Another one out in Leesburg. There's another one down in Richmond. They're all over the place, right? So the competition that exists now, comparative to when Marla started the company, is vastly different, right? The economy. I mean, the housing market, the crash in 2008, 2009 time period didn't affect this environment as much as it did in other areas of the country, but it certainly still had its effect, right? The government shutdowns affected this area much more than it did in other areas of the country. And so all of those things changed the way that people spent money. And that inherently affects my business because people aren't going out and spending $250,000 adding on a new addition to their house, right? Which my pricing model for Urban Referrals is it's free to the homeowner. I get paid via commission by the contractor if they win the project that I refer to them. So it's really important for me to be wise in how I match the homeowner and the contractor, and that I do what I say I'm going to do, which is to kind of support the project and its facilitation up to the point where that homeowner either says, yes, I'm going to go use your contractor, or no, right? And that's what kind of really sets us apart from other companies that are out there where you can find names of contractors, is that we're very boutique, we're very hands-on. We're there, I give out my cell phone numbers to homeowners if they have questions or concerns. It's nothing for them to pick up the phone and call me if they have an issue. And that's really what's different. I dare you to get Angie on the phone. Go ahead and try, right? And then marketing. Marketing, it's being an online business, it is a constant struggle. You constantly have to be on top of your SEO. You constantly have to be on top of your social media. You constantly have to be aware of the different ways for you to get your name out there, right? Facebook advertising and pay-per-click on Google, blah, 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 blah. It's overwhelming. It's a full-time job in itself. And that's where I say if you have the opportunity and you're in a place where you can hire a company that does that, do it. It's worth it, right? Technology, again, I'm in the process of, updating the Urban Referrals website because we've learned that our platform has expired. It's no longer can be updated. So that in itself is several $1,000s in time and energy, and these are things that, it's really important for us to have a website that's as up to date as possible because we're an internet-based company, right? You can't just let it slide because somebody might go to our website. No, we're directing everyone to our website, right? And then the dual customer base. This is a big one. This is a huge one. Not recognizing and not realizing what the challenges would be if having one set of customers, which are the homeowners or the property owners or what have you, and needing to make them happy, but also having the contractors and wanting to support them and facilitate their business growth and what have you. And having them, but it's almost a full-time job in itself, just managing that network, bringing on new customers, vetting them. We don't work with anyone that's not licensed and insured properly, and that alone is a big job, right? I've owned the business a couple of years. I'm trying to run Steel Management Group. I'm trying to run Urban Referrals, and what I'm recognizing is that we're starting to hit a revenue plateau. Right, things aren't moving or progressing anywhere as fast as I'd like them to be. And to be frank, I'm burned out. I'm feeling trapped, and usually when you find yourself feeling trapped, burned out, you're hitting a revenue plateau, it's time to shake things up. Look at how we can utilize the resources we have in a new way, right? What can we offer using the resources that Urban Referrals has in a new way to develop new income streams, right? So my husband and I are the ones that own Urban Referrals, and he and I collaborated, and we developed this survey program for home maintenance, right? We come in, we survey all of your appliances and equipment in your home. We develop an online catalog of all of that information. We provide you with soft copies of your manuals, and we'll develop a customized maintenance plan for you.